Greetings to all in creation. Yeehaw! I have a really quick message for everyone today. So I checked out of the Holiday Inn Express on mission uniting heaven and earth, and we're closer than ever now to immortality. So we have already downloaded the codes here at the main Carolina Crumbs and Coffee place today, like out loud with the New York singer. Like there's space enough in the field to be able to hear it. So I was able to broadcast that and the fact that I'm the ticket to heaven, and there's no like, oh, let's talk about it later. No, it's now. This is heaven on earth, or you're gonna die like a dog. God or dog. Ego is dog. God is the only beingness possible after now. So otherwise, there's a huge parallel that made itself known today. Anyone who took a session with me in Shasta and beyond know very well how we begin the proceedings, according to each case, of course. However, take you back to the beginning of time, where we were all Lemurians, highly evolved and aligned, all chakras opened and meridians aligned. And then how the Atlanteans came by, stole our technology because they were jealous of our perfect weather conditions and immortality and amazing soul-based living. They took it to Atlantis, and they have pride and they have ego, meaning they can't be humble and say, can you please teach us how to use your tech? No, they gotta steal it to like make pretend that they're the best. And they thought we wouldn't know because they don't believe in energy, meaning they believe in energy in terms of like law of attraction or Reiki. That's not what we're talking about. They don't have an etheric feel to the laws of soul essence. However, soon as they took the tech and applied it in their field to try to mimic our perfection, it caused a global explosion, and the beings at the surface of the earth were severely diminished. They all fell down to the floor, and once the Greys and the Anunnakis saw that the earthlings were all diminished, that's when they came down and they split the left and right hemisphere into two pieces that are completely disjointed, henceforth enabling the third eye, which is here. So they chop this up, so then you don't have a third eye active anymore. Instead of the third eye, meaning instead of clairvoyance and telepathy, which were skills that we all have naturally by birthright, they removed that and they installed the ego mind program. So then everybody became dumbed down to the extremists of levels. They chose the death business, wars, malady, and that's how they programmed the little children. Soon as you're an evolved soul in the Bardos, you choose the vessel, it is chosen. You come through out of the womb, there's your soul. They chop off your umbilical cord with mommy. Then what happens? Shazam, it's the shock of all eons, because you as a soul have to redo the whole thing through a baby's body that poops everywhere and that can't really walk or feed itself when you're all knowing. And then people, when you're a baby, they go, they'll talk like they'll dumb you down, and then they'll take you to the doctors and they'll give you vaccines to make sure that you will succumb to the fake laws of those fake dark aliens that are insane. Henceforth, the resentment between family members and all the drama. So, and this whole birthing process is only due to original sin, Eve eating the apple. That's still the punishment, the period and the baby thing. In truth, we are eternal. We don't need to get punished and come back through a baby and be humiliated and have to go to school and have to transmute the conditioning of everyone and everything. So once this has been established, and we are just going to link this beginning of time situation with my laser plasma tech to this time. So what happened this time, everyone? Think hard. I began my ascension here in the Ascend Hotel. I got my surgery. I saw the ships. I started to do my online businesses. How would I know that the Atlanteans are planning to fraud me for 10 years? I don't know nothing. I'm doing my work. I'm minding my own business. I don't know what ego mind they're playing that day on me. Next thing you know, I go to Mount Shasta and I perfect the technology. Then I come here, open heaven on earth. Then they swipe me under the rug with the Haley thing, and then they kick me the F out. And then they're human trafficking me and identity theft and abandoned G6. And no cops on the East Coast can say that to me in words. I had to go all the way to Wilshire to hear it from Californians who enforce the law because they have Hollywood movie producers there that you're hosting here, but you don't take necessary measures. And once a Hollywood movie producer does, import actresses / mothers of creation, which I'm the only one, from elsewhere, new creation, you can't just abandon their G6 and replace them, but that's what they did. Now, what happened in this time around? We were in Lemuria living in high morals. I was giving 7 sessions a day. We were living in the highest church in creation, etc. Writing articles, being super effective, efficient, putting the plug, doing the whole unraveling. Then I come back to Atlantis. What do the Atlanteans do? They abandon my G6, they steal my identity, and they start to human traffic me. And they use my technology behind my back, make shitloads of money from me, steal all my bank account, and try to deport and murder and threaten and bully me. How did I survive? With my technology, with my laser plasma tools, which is what my session does. Then, once they used my tech without my permission against myself, what happened? There was a global explosion called COVID-19. Everyone on earth is now weakened. What are you wearing, all of you? Masks. What are you doing? You're staying home because you're all weakened. Because the Atlanteans stole my laser plasma tech, used it without equal energy exchange. All the Atlanteans ever do every day, like right now, I don't have a place tonight. I'm like out in the cold again. Because they can't respect me because they all stole from me. And they caused a global disease. So the first time around, the dark aliens came down, split the brain in two, disjointed left and right brain hemisphere, and created, retarded ego mind program. Now, instead of choosing love and full planetary liberation, what has everyone chosen? Ego. So you all get COVID like